Morning everyone, Cathy Mellett from Net Branding. Well, it's a beautiful day and I'm about to head out and do some final exploring and some final connecting before I leave. But yeah, I thought I'd let you know this morning I was woken up by a distress call. A call from somebody who has run into a little bit of difficulty. Their website has disappeared and he'd wondered why he'd stopped receiving leads off that site. Turns out that as we've started to dig deeper, he can't get hold of his current company that he's been dealing with. They're not taking his calls. Who knows what's going on there? We've looked into his domain name, and the domain name has got an incorrect registration of address for him. So we're trying to convince the domain reseller that we're lawfully entitled to be able to act on that domain, that's the name of our company. We're also trying to get into the hosting, and some of the fundamental files at the back that we've been able to see are just not there. So how do you unravel this mess? You unravel it one step at a time. But what are some of the key things that you could do to not get yourself into the situation? Check your domain name. Who is the registered owner and what is the email address on the back of that domain name, so that should we need to actually get to it, we can, and we can start working with the domain name. We can also start working with some of the records at the back. Once we've got that in place, your website, do you have complete administration access to your website? You don't always need to use that, and I wouldn't recommend that you use that all the time, because with that you can potentially break the site. But it's important to put that password away in the safe so that you've got it if you actually need it. So yeah, access to the back of the website. And then 3, use your gut. If you're concerned about your current website provider or your current hosting provider, trust what you're feeling, trust your instinct, and make a change if you need to make that change. Often with some of the proprietary websites, you are caught up into an infrastructure and you can't make a way, and obviously then you need to make some other decisions around what we need to do with that website and how we need to break free from your current arrangements. And we do that for clients. We sort of help them navigate out of that environment, and some can be really tricky to get away from. If you have a look at my website, there are a few testimonials that link into some of the work that I've done in moving people away from very stringent, regulated type infrastructures that we can't just easily pick up and move a website. So certainly, yep, it's a step-by-step process. Each process of the unravel is very different for every client, because every client's in a different path of that process. But keep the keys to your kingdom locked away, and make sure that just as you keep the door to your business and the key secure, keep the key to your digital kingdom secure, and make sure that you don't hand those keys over to just anybody, and make sure that if you do, keep a backup for yourself so that you can always gain access to that infrastructure through a back door. It's Cathy Mellett from Net Branding. Be seen, be heard, be found online, and you're more than welcome to reach out to me via the contact form on my website, or directly via Cathy with a CATHY at netbranding.co.nz. Thanks a lot and have a lovely day.